Hi everyone, thank you. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. Today I am doing a highly requested video. A lot of you have been contacting me and asking me to do a video about how I raise my girls. Shout out to a few of you guys. I'm just gonna list your names. Am I gonna list your name? Okay, don't let me do that, because if I forget somebody's name, I'll feel guilty. So thank you so much. This is DNVlogsLife. My name is Shola. Welcome to my channel. This is a family channel. You can check our vlogs, a little bit of stuff. We've been doing this channel since 2014, but our hair channel DiscoveringNatural has been since 2011. So you've actually pretty much seen how I raise my girls. If you've been watching the vlogs are still there. Some of them I put them into years so that you can see each year what we're doing. The key thing I will say is, number one, in terms of raising my girls, it's the grace of God. I know that's kind of like a cliche to say, but to be honest with you, a lot of things that in terms of raising my girls, I do things in terms of letting God be in charge and be the center of all that we do as a family, to be honest. When my kids were younger, what I did was that when they were younger, I instilled values in them. I shouldn't say I alone, I should say I and my husband. So I and my husband instilled values in them, values that would help them. We try to also let them know that, number one, respect is very important. So if you show me respect, I show you respect back, that kind of thing. So we always taught them that they should respect other people, they should also respect themselves, they should also respect their siblings, they should also respect us. So I think when we did that, it allows us to have an open mind, allows our kids to be able to come to us. So another thing is that I always taught, we always teach our girls, I should always remember to say we, because it's not only me, we always teach our girls that we are an open door. We have an open door policy. We're not a family where you can't talk to mommy and daddy about this. We're pretty much an open door. We want them to know that there's nothing that they cannot talk to us about. I raise my girls also in terms of what they see me do, what they see their dad do, they kind of follow. So even though you are saying you are raising your children, you actually should living by example. I believe highly in living by example. So if I don't want my kids to do something, I try not to do the same thing. I also try to involve them in sports as an earlier age. So involving them in sports at an earlier age allowed them to be team members, allowed them to be able to know how to work with other people together. I believe my youngest daughter started playing sports at the age of 3, and then my oldest daughter, I think she started at the age of 6 or 7. So putting them in a sport was very important. Another one other thing that I should say is that when your kids are in school age, always look for opportunities within the school where your child could excel. So as you know, my oldest daughter is in university right now. Yeah, I know I don't look like the mother of a university student, but yeah, let's move back. Hey, I have to say that with back confidence. So yeah, so my oldest daughter is in university right now, and my youngest daughter is a sophomore in high school. So as they grew up, whenever we have challenges, whenever they have challenges, one thing that I want parents to know is that when your child is going through challenges, try not to shield them away from facing that challenge. Let them get challenged, let them get that sadness, let them get that mistake, let them get that but then always teach them that what the power that enables you to get out of that hardship. Your wins, your winning moment is your haha moment. Is that moment when you know that, oh, okay, I survived this, so I could do better. So when my kids have any challenges or so, I allow them to get, I don't try to, you know, as a parent, you always want to try to shield them. Okay, I believe earlier on I will shield my child and not make sure, oh, they don't fall inside this hole, you know, cover, you know, just try and go ahead. But then at one time, if you keep on doing that, you will be burnt out. And I was totally burnt out trying to protect my child from getting injured, from getting sadness, from everything that as a person I started losing myself. So allow your child to be able to, allow them to fail. Allow them to fail, but tell them not to stay down too long. A quick example was this. When my daughter was trying to get into university, one of the classes she had to take an exam just to enter that class. And she didn't do well the first time. She was so sad, she was crying, she was so upset. And I let her have a time. Let your child cry. Don't be that kind of parent that says, no, cry, don't cry. We don't do that. Don't be that kind of parent. And I let her cry immediately, like 5-10 minutes of whining or whatever. I said, okay, try and remember what you didn't do well in that class. Try and remember the questions. Write it down so that you can go back and study and try it again. And you know that she did exactly that. She tried it again and she surpassed the grade that they were, even the cutoff mark. She passed it. She was so happy. So just to let you know that it's okay. Raise your kids to know that it's okay to fail at something. So that's one thing. Also, raise your kid, if you're someone that you are spiritual, you know God, raise your kid to know God, because when you as a human being, you fail, but God never fails. So that is one thing we instill in our kids. We instill that, you know, your relationship with God is your relationship with God. Your relationship with God is not determined by a pastor, by a religion, by, you know, a group of people, an association. No, your relationship with God is their relationship with God. That will help them a lot in hard times, more than, oh, this pastor said this, because you don't want them to be worshiping one pastor or whatever. So instill in your child that they should have their own personal relationship. Then another thing that we also instill in our children is you are not a follower. You are not a follower. We don't want our children to be followers. We want children to be leaders. We want our children to be the one that will excel and people will talk about them. Because what happens is that when your child, especially girls, when they are put in a position where they are follow, they're going to be doing stuff when you are not around. They'll do stuff that they don't necessarily do because their friends are doing it. And then the peer pressure is really, really hard. It's really, really tough. So the peer pressure might cause them to do things that they don't normally do. But when your child is a leader, everybody is following them. Everybody is trying to do what they do. And if you as a parent, you have done a good job of teaching them the right thing, the people that are following them, they will be doing the right thing too, because they are seen by example. Now, in the terms of relationship, boy-girl relationship and stuff, we do talk to them about that. We talk to them, they come to us with questions. Our girls, right now, none of our girls have boyfriend or whatever, but we always let them know that, look, whenever that time comes, when you feel like talking to us about it, please let us know. I also talk to my girls about contraceptive. I talk to my girls about, my husband especially talks to them about drinking, about doing all this stuff, so that they are aware that this is there. And my daughters are aware. They're Gen Zs. They are aware. My daughters are on social media because that is what they do. My daughters actually have jobs on social media working with different clients. So they're exposed to all this stuff. So they need to have that understanding. So when it comes to raising children overall, it is the grace of God. I'm not saying we have it perfect. I tell you, we've had dark times in this family, but God has always been the shining light. Okay, it's the lighthouse that we look at. So that's all I have to say. I hope this has helped you guys. I don't know if you have any other questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to drop any other questions. I know some people want a scholarship in terms of make the money for your child's college, all that stuff. I'll have videos, but any video ideas that you have, drop it down below and I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.